Every new evil seems to pop up
Blah, 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 blah.
after every. Oh God, that.
Almost 30 minutes. Hang on, we're
Every-
almost there.
If you're like me, sometimes life just gets you down, and you really just want to grab the Dragon Radar and go on an adventure to find the Dragon Balls. Head on over to www.dragonballz-toys.com, and you can buy your very own set of Dragon Balls, like this. Wow, look at those. Aren't those a great set of Dragon Balls? I'd like to have a copy for myself. So don't waste any time. Get some for yourself. But wait, there's more. Use the discount code BuuTube 10% at checkout to save yourself 10% on your purchase. This is a limited time deal, and you'd really be helping out the channel. So head on over to DragonBallZ-Toys.com right now. Thanks so much, and let's get back to the video.
Hello, welcome to Office of Dr. Buu. Nice to see you today, Trunks. How you doing?
I'm feeling a little okay right now. I've been able to adjust. Thank you for having me, Boo.
No problem. Boo happy to help. And, by the way, how did you hear about Dr. Buu?
It's kind of a bit of a story, but I'll keep it brief. Which suggests on my last name.
Aha!
But,
Boo, see what you did there. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was actually on my way to do an errand for my mother. You might remember her, of Bulma.
Mm-hmm.
But I went over to my Altered Master Gohan's place. I say it like that because the Gohan in my time, well, he's no longer with me. But anyways, to answer your question, I heard from Gohan through his wife as well. He suggested that I stop on by if in case I needed any kind of serious talk or problem. So I figured I'd give it a shot. So I kind of heard from him on that, and he told me where to find you.
Good. You come to the right place. So, what do you want to talk to Boo about today? Boo all ears, except Boo not have ears.
I can see. From what I understand, you seem to have more of an appetite than anything else. But
oh man,
I'm
Trump's
really
got
glad you're
jokes.
able
Good
to
one.
Well, that's one of the things I've been practicing with. Because of how things have been going, I was suggested by my mother, I try to, how do you call it? Open up a little bit. Start fresh, or just make it seem like a laugh. And not from little me as well. But it's still complicated on how to just let go of things. That's why I'm here. What did he call it? He said something about, like, me having a bit of a problem letting go of certain stuff in the time I was in. I think it's called something of survivalness. I don't
Boo
remember.
think you want to say Survivor Syndrome.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Okay, that's fine. A common problem to have in your situation. Why don't we start from beginning? Boo heard something about past, future, blah blah blah, but can't remember details. Please tell Boo Trunk's story now.
Alright. It's a little fuzzy a bit, because I tried my best not to think about it, but I'll do my best to bring up as much as possible.
Take your time, no need to rush, and we can skip over any topics that make you feel too sensitive.
Right. But, if it's all the same with you, I didn't exactly have myself a good breakfast lately. If that's alright.
Okay, feel free to eat if it makes you comfortable. Boo already had plenty of food before starting session, so enjoy yourself. This is Trunk's comfort zone.
Thank you. And again, thank you for seeing me on this. To begin, let's see. I'd like to at least start off like, going back to memory lane with the androids, I should say. That's basically where it all started. It still remains fresh in my mind. In fact, I've had to endure a lot when I was growing up. It was a nightmare. Living in fear was the worst for me. I was so desperate to fight, I practically begged my mentor, Gohan, the one in my time, to train me. I wanted the nightmare to end so bad. It was so crueling on how everyone was living in fear constantly over the androids. And over time, I got stronger. Gohan treated me like a brother. He protected me. But then, things got a little more complicated as it goes on. I was so impatient. I wanted it to end so badly. But then, Gohan did the one thing I didn't think he would do. He knocked me out, only to protect me, but it ended up costing him. Even to this day, it still haunts me. I wish I could do more. I wish I could have been better. And looking back on it now, I was just so much of an inexperienced child.
Try not to put
Sorry.
all blame on self. Children do lots of silly things. It's part of growing up. It's not your fault that destructive force take over planet during your adolescence. Hard for teens to control their impulses, and Gohan understand that. Gohan trying to look out for you and give you the safety you need to grow up and become a more mature person. So, don't put 100% of blame on Trunks' shoulders. Sure, Trunks did something silly, but not really your fault. You didn't choose to be born into a world with androids destroying everything.
Very much so. And it was because of Gohan's death, as much as it pains me to say it, that I was able to awaken my Super Saiyan power. That was the training. While it was good that I was able to awaken it, it's sad that I had to do it in that kind of regards. But even to this day, I still look back, thinking what would have happened had he survived, or if I had just unlocked it sooner. Maybe he'd still be alive.
Best not to torture yourself with what if. Sometimes what ifs can be fun. If you like that kind of what if, you can go watch Masako X. But in real life, we cannot spend life thinking about what if this, what if that, make you crazy. Obviously, that's why you come to talk to Buu. But you need to let go of what you could have done better, what you should have done better. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, not gonna make you feel better. All you can do is be best you now.
Right. You mind if I have some water?
Go ahead. Buu got big bottle of water right here.
Thank you. It's actually refreshing. I'm guessing Hercule supported you a lot in supplying a lot of food to you.
Oh yes, morning started with big truckload of cake, and by noon Buu already finished whole truck. Then Mr. Hercule's private chefs prepare a 7-course meal for lunch. So many good things. Then by dinner time, Buu ready for snack.
Wow, that's impressive. I mean, even though Saiyans eat a lot too.
That's why we never
quite
invite
the
Mr.
appetite.
Goku to Mr. Hercule's house. Mr. Hercule doesn't have enough money to pay for both of us.
Yeah, I can hear from Mother. Goku eats quite a lot, and I'm amazed that he's able to manifest that much.
Buu understand how Buu can eat so much. Buu magical Jin. Eat food, tummy get big, then poof, tummy get small. No problem. Magic. How Goku do that? Not magical tummy monster. What? Don't make sense.
Well, from what I understand, we Saiyans are bottomless pits. We end up eating our fill quite a lot. From what Father told me, we end up eating our fill so much so we can be able to fight longer. And we won't have to eat for several hours as far as I know. But I'm only half Saiyan, but it still seems to be like that with me and Gohan.
Must have been hard for Bulma to take care of 2 growing Saiyans by herself.
You could say that. In fact, it was very, very challenging at first, but I think it's also beneficial because Mom always has like a lot of money to spread around. And she doesn't seem to mind, though.
Yeah. Saiyans like bottomless pit in stomach. Bulma like bottomless pit in wallet.
I guess it's one way of looking at it.
Anyway,
I try not to think about it too much.
let's move on. Next part, please.
It was only a few years after, and the androids continued. I tried to take them on, but it was my first experience, and I think that's where it started. They just toyed with me. I started to feel the fear of dying, fear of not being able to be strong enough. And everything just kept falling into place. And I tried to struggle, but in the end, that's when they got me. Somehow, I was able to survive. After that, I finally got the strength I needed after I time traveled. Even so, I can't help but think, like, if it was still enough. I was able to train and finally defeat the androids. I even managed to defeat the cell in my time. Ever since then, I've been able to defend all of my home, all the people. I even defeated Deborah and Bobbity at one point.
Ooh, that's
It was
impressive!
short-lived. Yeah, Supreme Kai warned me about that at some point, and I was able to prepare for the fight with Deborah. It was tough, I'll admit, and there was some casualties, but I was able to get them back, and of course, no offense, was able to stop the Buu at my time from awakening.
Fortunately for Buu, Mr. Hercule teach Buu right and wrong. Buu think in your timeline Mr. Hercule already dead, that right?
I guess. Not everybody was able to survive, and everyone's gone into hiding, so I can't say for certain, but either he might be alive and hiding, or he might have already been dead when the androids were destroyed.
Either way, no Hercule, no good Buu. So, Buu not hold it against you.
Thank you. But, it was short-lived on that piece, though. It was then a new threat appeared. The version of what I call Goku Black.
Sound ominous.
Very. It was the same person as Goku. He looked like Goku and everything, but he wore dark clothes instead of the original orange he usually wears. And it was that day where everything took a turn for the worse. All the fears that manifested from the androids suddenly resurfaced, but in the form of Goku Black.
Hard to imagine. Androids already destroy most of world, kill most of population, but Goku Black come, and now it's worse? Woo! Just when you think you hit rock bottom, then you find a new bottom. Oh, Kami.
Yeah, the more and more I think about it, the more deeper of a hole I manage. He just kept pushing us back. I did my fair share. And there was a lot I was able to do, but still, every time I try to face him, he keeps on getting stronger. As if I was just too weak to face him. No matter how many times I go blow for blow. There was even the one time... Sorry. This part's a little hard to swallow, in a way.
That's okay. Take your time. No hurry.
If you don't mind, I just want to take one bite of this apple. I think it might help.
Get strength up.
So, my mother from my time, it was because of her I was able to time travel. And it was thanks to her that in the first place, I was able to give Goku the life he needed in your time, and he was able to survive. Which I'm still rather amazed that he was able to come back. There's still a few things I'm catching up with. Gohan's been filling me in, but there's still a few spots and gray areas I'm not caught up to date with. But it was a few years after the whole android situation. But she was able to make a batch in order for me to make another trip. It was at that moment in time. It was when Black followed me. I somehow led him. He was able to pick up on my energy. Even though I was trying real hard to mask mine, I was able to make it out. My mother, she bought me time and paid the ultimate price for it.
Oh boy. Too much loss for one person to bear.
It was just... I just couldn't do anything. I wanted to stay and fight, but she told me I had to survive. So I met up with Mai, where I thought I had lost her too. In my arms, I thought she had died as well. In pure rage, I went and attacked him. But the more I fought, I was able to escape, but then when I came back into your time, I almost attacked Goku in your time. And what happened? The haunting memories, the vision. Just thinking about it now. Hearing him laughing, taunting me. I practically attacked Goku, thinking he was black.
Okay, let's dial it back a little bit. Take a breath. Have to remember, these things are all past, already over with, and in the end of everything, Trunks gave finishing blow.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So try to hold on to that. Trunks' entire life, always trying to play catch up with bad guys. But finally, not Gohan, not Goku, not Vegeta, Trunks finished Goku black. Maybe something happened with Zeno, and things are confusing and timeline gone, but that not matter. Trunks finished the job. So hold that close. Finally, Trunks succeeded.
You're right. That did happen. And for that, I'm very grateful on. And while there's still a few situations that I'm still trying to cope with, that is something I need to remember. It was at that moment in time, with everyone's help, I was able to defeat that monster. That cursed monster that took everything, but had mine. So that's a bright side. It's a good thing she didn't die. I don't know what I would have done if she did.
In situation like Trunks, most of life filled with tragedy and trauma, most important thing is to hold on to that bright side. You have mine, and you can spend time in our timeline and see Bulma and Gohan, no problem. Okay? So try to remember the good things. Finally, battle over. Trunks saved timeline. Trunks have new love. Things will get better.
Well, I'm just right now trying to enjoy and taking it slow and all. I wouldn't exactly
Trunks
say
shy.
very much. But, no, it's nothing like that. Me and Mai are just good friends, and
Sure.
we've been trying to learn. Mom's just been trying to catch me up, is all, and she's been learning a lot with her. So I've been doing my own thing with Gohan. That's it.
Okay. Whatever Trunks say. Anyway, we're here to talk about mental difficulties, not about love life. Buu saved that for Vegeta.
Yeah, almost every time when Dad always pops up and goes straight to the training room and leaves a whole huge mess. But, yeah, what next? I guess you could say that life here has been okay. I've adapted in some way. Even little me's tried helping me on a few levels. But it doesn't mean that I've stopped thinking about what would have happened. I know it's in the past and everything, and I know what the fact remains, but I just can't help but think all those lives lost, and the fact that what Zamasu said to me, it was because of me even doing the timeline in the first place of time travel. It all has started because of me, saying my choices make me evil. Looking back, I often wondered what would have happened, what could have happened, and would everyone's lives would have been a little better. Everything I've been doing was to protect everybody. Everything I've done so far up till now was to make sure that everyone had a bright future. Looking back, I often wondered and asked myself, could I have done differently? Is it possible there could have been another way without making things worse? I often wake up at night, hearing the screams haunting me. All those lives lost, all the casualties I could have saved.
Probably those nightmares never go away, unfortunately. But Buu can tell you one thing. Although Trunks didn't stop lives from being lost in Trunks' timeline, Trunks did stop lives from being lost in Buu's timeline. If Trunks not come back, Buu not here today. All the people alive and happy today because Trunks made right decision. In fact, Buu think no decision. Trunks' timeline already basically destroyed. Only chance to do anything to stop androids is going back in time. And maybe Trunks travel back in time, cause butterfly thingy, and then create Zamasu and Goku Black problem. That can't be avoided. First of all, who understand that? Maybe Purple Cat Man and Angel Guy understand that, but they're all sleeping, not coming down to Earth explaining anything. So what can Trunks do? Trunks can do only thing he knows. Save Goku. Save Goku. Save everyone. Try to remember.
Right.
Trunks not have choice. Trunks can only follow the path before him. Only one choice, save Goku. Other choice, die. If you die, can you help anyone?
No.
Either Trunks go
No, I
back
couldn't.
and save Goku, or Trunks stay and die, and all the remaining humans die too. That's not a good choice. How can that be a preferable choice over saving Goku, and maybe saving Trunks' timeline? Finally, Trunks' timeline not safe, but Trunks got stronger. Ultimately, Trunks had the power to defeat Goku Black. And it wasn't Vegito, it wasn't Blue Goku, it was Trunks. Because Trunks went back in time and started the process of becoming stronger. So, be proud. Trunks made the right decision. Trunks is the hero of time. And maybe you will have this burden for the rest of Trunks' life. And Buu here to tell you, Trunks strong enough to bear that burden. Trunks bear burden heavier than anything Goku ever suffered before. And Goku's life not easy. So that's saying something.
Wow. You're right. I'm impressed. Gohan told me that your intelligence has grown since before. I didn't think it'd be this much. I'm very grateful to you, Buu.
If Buu had to think about it, maybe Buu getting smarter because old Grand Kai's presence in Buu growing stronger after Kid Buu gone? Maybe? Just a guess. Anyway,
Well,
Buu thinking about other problem. Trunks say always feel like not strong enough. You know who else always feel like not strong enough? Every Saiyan who was ever born. So that's probably just a Saiyan thing. Trunks always want to be stronger because Trunks always want to be stronger, not because Trunks feel inadequate.
I try to be strong to help those that are in need. I try to be strong so that way I can protect those that can't depend upon themselves. I need to be strong. I need to get stronger. For every new evil that just keeps popping out, every new threat, I always have to be the one to call, to get myself out there, to make sure that everyone is able to live their lives in peace. If I'm not strong, then who else is going to be able to protect the people? At least that's what I used to think when I was in my timeline. And even to this day, I still have that feeling. I need to survive. I need to get stronger. I know it's not nearly as bad here, thank goodness. And yeah, I get Lord Beerus is always harping on the fact that I do have the time travel, which I was very, very in shock to know that it was a crime. In fact, even started to feel guilty a little. But
Who
what's done is
knew?
done.
Not like there's some post somewhere that say intergalactic laws do not break. Nobody know. Not Trunks' fault. Anyway, Buu feel like Trunks make a lot of progress today. Air a lot of buried emotions and break through a lot of inner turmoil. Buu feel very good about today's therapy session. Buu schedule you for follow-up in a couple weeks to see how Trunks doing. For homework, Buu asked Trunks to remind self every day. Trunks saved Goku, Trunks saved time, and Trunks beat Zamasu. Not as bad as Trunks think. Finally, Trunks did a good job. Say this to Trunks before going to bed every night. Trunks did a good job. Trunks strong enough. And then Buu see you in a couple weeks, okay?
Right. I'll do my best. And thank you again for seeing me. I know it hasn't been an easy one, but I feel a little better, knowing that I was able to get this off my chest.
No
It
problem.
actually helped.
This what Boo do. Boo happy you feel better. And see you in a couple weeks, okay?
All right. Thank you again. And take care of yourself, Boo.
You too. Bye-bye.